what's the differential here? Because, so for example, they do consider separation of common law as divorce. So, I mean, that is something to keep in mind also. But yeah, there is that effect. There is that effect. I'm not sure how to isolate it. Because how long does it take you to be common law? Like 10 years in the U.S.?
Wow, really? 10 years? I think most states are 7. Let me look it up. There's no U.S. law state by state.
Okay.
In Quebec, it's like 2 years.
It's like 1 year.
Oh yeah, 1 year. Yeah, it's 1 year or 2 years. Some shit, like some fucking
Canada.
bullshit like that.
Yeah.
In Quebec. In Quebec.
Sorry.
Yeah, in Quebec, they said I think it is 1 year in Quebec, just because like French people weren't getting married. So like, listen, we have to mail these people.
No,
it's federal.
It's federal. It's federal. It's a
is it? Okay, so I think it is 1 year then. Yeah.
So if you live with someone for 1 year, then you are common law. You can declare common law union.
I don't understand. That's fucking retarded.
I mean,
so basically, it's the same thing.
Much. It helped me so much with my immigration, nigga. Shit.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah. Of course. Now you get double the points.
Are you still with your girlfriend?
Yes, but officially, no. In reality, yes.
Nice.
Okay, it's very few states that actually recognize common law. It's Colorado, Iowa, Kansas, Montana, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, Texas, Utah, and DC. That's it.
These are the only ones who have the concept of common law.
Common law, and they don't have like a very definitive timeline. It's more like depends on what the agreement was. And I think like if you have joint bank accounts and things like that. So it's not like 1 year.
What about the joint address?
Joint address, I think, is part of the formula. It doesn't seem like there's a very definitive, like if you have a joint address for 10 years, like it's more like a number of ideas.
Correct. So you need other things like that. So you need the bills, and you need for example, we have a cat. We have a cat, and you can count. So this is how the law works. You can consider the cat as joint ownership of furniture, believe it or not, and we use that to establish common law. It's amazing. The law is beautiful.
Fuck the law. Fuck Canadian law.
I love the law. Dude, the law is not there to protect your rights. The law is there for you to impose your will on others. So you need to know the law.
Bro, I think the government should be completely out of fucking marriage, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. But they're in.
I think if you want to get married, you get some sort of marriage contract. You get some sort of marriage contract.
In principle, I just want to warn you, there's about 200 laws in the United States that would have to be amended. Inheritance law, there's a hospital visitation, next of kin, like so. Not that I disagree, but it's like very easy to say like let's just abolish it. There's a lot of work that needs to be done.
Yeah, exactly. That's
well, I mean, it's like I mean, obviously, I'm not saying like you know, just do it tomorrow and whatever the consequence. No, obviously not. But the principle.
This is by design.
Should be that.
This is exactly how we entrench you. We just build laws on top of laws that are horrible, and we make as much as humanly possible. And now it's just so deep, and you can't go back on it. And that's exactly the scam. The law is a scam. Exactly, but because it's a scam, you need to learn how to navigate it.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying the law is a scam. I'm saying the laws that we have now are scams.
Yes, like, I get you. Yeah. Okay. Are you referring to the law by Frédéric Bastiat? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Exactly. Well, I agree with that. I mean, I do agree with it. But the law is by definition, by design. When you have a state, you're going to end up in shit like that, man.
Well, I mean, no. The thing is because when the principles of the country are vague and not properly identified, and it's up to interpretation, then yes, I mean, you do get a state that basically you can get a massive regulatory state, because if there's nothing to say, listen, yes, you have property rights, but when we need something that you have, well, to hell with your property rights. It's like, well,
show me a single like legal document that's not interpreted. I mean, people even the Torah they interpret. So are you telling me that like the state laws?
I'm saying if you make it clear. Listen, you cannot regulate. You can't do this. If you have property rights and you can't do that, then it's not up into interpretation. You can't just say I feel like this and this person has this, so to hell with the rich and we're taxing 90%. Like you can't do that.
Yeah, but I mean, you're talking to the wrong person about this because I believe that my share of tax is 0%.
Exactly, me too.
No, you don't. You're a minarchist.
Yeah, I do.
You're a minarchist, of course. Then how do you run the? Okay, then what
It's
is?
in your interest to fund the government.
Sorry.
My position is, if you don't want a government, and if there's people who don't want to pay for the government, you can slip into anarchy. But it's in your interest to,
Yes.
so you should fund the government. But the concept of taxation is predicated on the initiation of force from the government.
No, I agree with that. So you're talking about voluntary taxation.
Yeah.
Okay, and I agree with that, but I'm saying that people would voluntarily pay 0% in an ideal.
Well, okay, but then, that's not an ideal society, then, in my opinion.
100%.
I just come and take your portion because I'm gonna put way too much for you.
100%. It's like, sorry, what did you say?
You want this? That's too much. My God.
He's talking to someone. No, they don't teach them in Europe how to look at Pakya. I noticed that all the Europeans speak to other people.
No, Yakov does the same thing.
Yakov who? Jewish Yakov? Like the white Yakov or the black?
Jewish Yakov. Is there a black Yakov?
Maybe he got a European education, I don't know. Yeah, but I'm telling you, that's 100% an ideal society, because in an ideal society, there is no need that has to be fulfilled by the so-called community.
Yeah, but there's these state issues and federal issues. Trump actually is denying sanctuary cities funding now for the first time. So farewell, Chicago. Bye-bye, LA. Bye, New York. Take care. Nice to know you.
Yeah, to Trump, and honestly, I'm not so sure what to think about him over the past week. Especially when he came with the least reciprocal tariffs that I've ever seen in my entire life. I agree with those tariffs, but like they're just simply not reciprocal. So that's misleading. So if you're misleading people about that, like what else are you misleading people about? That's just a simple question. So far, I have 0 answers. Sorry?
But look at Jordan. I've been to Jordan, and my friend's dad brought in an SUV. He had to pay a 60% tariff on bringing that car in.
Right? Nobody got.
Cowards.
Answer you. I never claimed to be a scientist or a cosmologist. So why don't you ask one of them?
They don't know shit either. What do you think? They're just guessing.
They're not as smart as you are. Armand, you figured everything out. You figured the Bronze Age fucking book.
You follow scientists. You follow prophets. No,
Hi, is this popcorn style, or is there moderation here?
You guys are stupid, both of you.
I think Islam just breeds stupidity.
Well, the caliphate operates on just ruthless warfare and pederasty, so...
Oh, no. Bring him back. I want to talk with him about the rabbit, so I think he knows a lot about the rabbit.
Bullshit, dude.
Really.
Wow, Phoenix saved me. Thank you so very little, Dr. Benji, and your amazing rooms of nothingness. Just total stupidity. Thanks, Dr. Benji.
You never brought forth the something to support of your claim about the rabbit being.
I will. Wait.
You got nothing, bro.
Wait. Yeah, Dodge, what is the symbolism of rabbits in psychology?
Fertility.
What else?
Spring, or it's the Ishtarte, the Babylonian goddess.
No, when it comes to hypnosis.
All communication is comedy. What is your point, my bookseller F word in Mecca?
You know the Alice in the Wonderland when she followed the rabbit?
That's right. Down the rabbit hole.
It's called the White Rabbit Conspiracy.
Uh-huh.
You have heard about that?
Don't follow the white rabbit. What is your point, Dr. Phoenix? Did you just want to say that, or did you not have any explanation? Thank you very little. I am complete. Well, children, again, we are dealing essentially with a kindergarten room of low IQ dumb people who waste all their time every day talking about nothing. Perhaps you should try reading books instead of being in a puppet master's game.
Why would you be to us again?
Sorry, sir, I was busy a little bit. George, why people who do hypnosis likes to play with mystery?
Why do hypnosis people like to be scary?
The point is, it's all hypnosis. So if you're a low IQ child and you actually believe in these insane mystic hypnotic documents and you think there's this thing called Gnosticism or unity with God as opposed to duality, and you actually believe in non-dualism and you're a non-dualist, self-actualization hypnotist comedian, you might get to the center of the universe, which is yourself. But you'd have to read a book to try to figure that out.
What about the Quran? Are the secrets held in the Quran, the truths?
Does anyone know
About why people
There's no way a man could have written the Quran. It has to be written.
Yeah, but honey, look at the power of the book. It binds 1 billion people. Have you written a book, or do you know of another book that has such power?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what do mystery do to the human psychology?
Yeah, I know another book that's...
Yeah, I know another book too. I know a couple books.
So you didn't see that one coming, did you?
No, what I'm trying to point out is that the book is what binds the people. So, you know, what you really do is you have complaints against the
No pun
book.
intended, right? No pun intended.
It's a pun, but, you know, I'm just telling you that it's a powerful book. You can use it for power to manipulate people. If I were to create a mosque and get as many Muslims to come in there and hypnotize them with the book, they're now my slaves.
Okay, you are playing with mystery. I'm really interested in this stuff. Like, Dodge, it seems like you are doing it in Clubhouse. Not only you, but these two guys up there, Binji and Jigsaw, they like to play with mystery too.
Why do you feel like that?
The way you behave, I think.
Benji?
Never.
No, Phoenix, you don't understand. You're projecting right now. See, the mystery is not playing with a butthole. That's just what gay people think and say. You're probably projecting, Dr. Phoenix.
You like doing hypnosis, right?
I'm a professional hypnotist. I work for Microsoft and Google. I do hypnosis full-time internally for the executive staff.
Wow, you play with mystery?
Yes, but it's not a booty hole and it's not a penis. We're not talking about penises and booty holes here, Dr. Phoenix. Those aren't the only mysteries.
Mystery? Though? Do you play with mystery, though?
Do you play with mystery? دلم برخیریده شده.
Man, let's talk about a bigger problem.
Malay.
Taking over the world. There are a lot of Muslims. People are converting. And we
Cats are taking over the world.
Yeah, I see a lot of these Muslim guys at the gym. They don't even know how to shower or trim their beards. They have the worst personal appearance you've ever seen in a Muslim. It's like, why are Muslims so stinky and dirty? Don't they know how to clean themselves and use a trimmer or use technology to trim their beards or groom themselves or even wash their clothes? Like, the odor that comes off of these guys' bodies is so putrefied. It's unbelievable. The body odor on these men. Wow, take a shower, use some soap. Woof, get a towel.
I'm not having any kids.
Tribal. If you claim tribal, are you claiming all our children are going to become Muslims now? Is that what you're saying? No, I'm saying a lot of them are converting. I convert so many every day, man. Not every day.
Well, who doesn't want to have 4 wives and be a communist and sit at home all day and study Quran?
Conversion is because Muslims are giving birth, and that's the
There's a lot of converts from other religions.
Yeah, just other cultists.
Yeah, exactly. Other cultists.
Yeah, other cultists. Yeah. So people who were in a bad cult that was wrong convert to this new cult because it's right? Is that what you're saying?
But you are in a cult as well.
I am. There's just like a different thing where like a universe A and universe B are like at different places in metaspace. Then I could see 2 universes being just like identical and having all the same properties. But if there wasn't this metaspace, then I don't see why the universe A and universe B aren't just the same universe. Like,
they're in like different quote unquote spaces. Maybe not like physical spaces, but some sort of, as you said, mental space. Weird stuff. Though, like on the just the previous point, so check this out. Like to use my phrase, the church father Gregory of Nyssa, he was like discussing objects and properties, and he had like this weird view. So the typical view is that the property is made out of matter, the object is made out of matter, like prime matter, formless matter, and then the properties constitute the form. It's kind of like the holomorphic or Aristotelian view.
Southwest, this is Sarah. How can I help you?
Do you serve sausages?
What the fuck do you want, you stupid fuckhead?
Do you? Right. What's that all about? I'm just.
Sausages?
Right.
Yeah, we cook sausages.
Do you have extra large sausages?
Do you have an extra large sausage, fuckhead?
What's this tonality all about? I don't understand.
Southwest, this is Sarah. How can I help you?
Yeah. Do you serve Leprechaun Julius?
Leprechaun Julius.
The green one.
The green.
That's so funny that you have a picture of DMX. I was just reading about his court case.
His name is Earl. He's one of my best friends.
You don't know it's DMX. Be quiet.
Do you not see my picture? That's me and Earl
You
hanging
just
out
ran
at
into
McDonald's.
him. So you just ran into him at a freaking store.
Yeah, he's my friend.
Well, I think it's a fake photo.
It's not fake. That's my buddy Earl.
Earl Simmons.
It's true story. You know, I told him Rabboni Shel Olam, and he's like, "What does that mean?" I said, "It means master of the universe." He says, "Are you master of the universe?" I said, "No, it's a mantra for relaxation." And he goes, "Rabboni Shel Olam." And then he took a selfie with me, and he ate his chicken nuggets at the cash register.
Yeah, sad. If he was your friend, you should have saved him. How to save a friend.
I didn't know. What do you mean? I gave him the best saying I could possibly give him, But I don't think he understood the double entendre of it, meaning that he's his own worst enemy. I think he died of a fentanyl overdose or the vax. Who knows? But he was very thin when I met him. He got very fat.
I think it's
But, he got very angry with me because I came up to him and I said, "Can I take a selfie with you?" And he said, "Fuck you." I said, "Oh, shit." I was like, "You're right. That was rude of me. My name is John. What's your name?" And he goes, "Earl." And then I said, "Can I tell you a mantra?" And he goes, "What is it?"
got it.
So he's like my best friend, He's my McDonald's bestie.
Yeah.
But, he didn't even try to kick me or crumple in an elevator on top of a suitcase and just,
Is that what I did?
Pumpkin.
Did I just crumble on top of a suitcase?
Yeah, you're like a 10-year-old child having a temper tantrum, just crumples on a suitcase. He's like, "I give up. I give up.
No.
I give up. I don't know what I'm even doing here. Why am I in this elevator on top of my suitcase screaming terroristic messages? I don't know."
I forgot you're recording, otherwise I was going to say something.
Only friends. I say friends for life,
Yeah. Are you still pretending to be Christy, Miss Australia, the other account?
No, that's not me. That's somebody else. Has more time on their hands than I do.
It's not you.
No, you think I'm in my own rooms chatting with myself in the text, asking for play-by-play feedback? No, it's not me asking for an analyst to myself.
Do you know who it is?
No, I have no idea. It's somebody who obviously doesn't like this, collection of creatures. It's somebody far wiser than us because they're not saying anything. So they've truly mastered the art of silence, unlike yourself. Well, it's 12 o'clock. I'm off to the gym and to get some lunch. I hope all of you Clown House slaves and prisoners have a good time in your sanitarium. Take care. God bless. Health, wealth, love, peace of mind, happiness, and strength. Don't call us. We'll call you. Take care. Farewell. Oh, I cracked myself up.